Alright, greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to today's DDO stream. I'm, of course, Samus. We've got a letter. Return to mail. Okay. I don't know who I sent that to, but clearly I sent that to somebody. Let's roll. Get our bad roll out of the way. Oh yeah, that was worthy. That was worthy of getting rolled. Bam! 99, 100. 20. Nice. Nice. Anyway, greetings and salutations, everyone. It is Wednesday the 16th, and we're getting started on a little bit of Dungeons & Dragons Online this morning, afternoon, whatever. I didn't get to sleep at all last night. We ended up getting to bed around 6 in the morning, and it just not a lot of sleep. And then after a couple hours, my wife was like, "Hey, I just got a phone call from Mom. She fell again last night, busted her face up. I need you to go do blah, 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 blah." It's like, okay. So I got like 2 hours of sleep. I had to get up and run some errands. And then I got up, or I stayed awake long enough to let Jerry know that I wasn't going to be able to stream this afternoon. And yeah, so now I'm here. Got a little bit of a nap, got a couple hours. Excuse me. Overall, we have about, I don't know, about 4 hours of sleep, 4.5 hours of sleep, so we're good to go. We did what we needed to do. Alright, sorry about that. We're still dealing with the after effects of my nose pretending to be Forrest Gump in the one nose show, Run Forrest Run. Started on Monday and has carried on what do they call it when you by popular request, just over and over again, encore performances ever since. Alright, we have about 18 minutes left on our hireling. I think that's going to be enough time for us to scoot through the level, but just in case, I'm going to go ahead and grab somebody here. I don't dislike this guy or gal or whatever it is, but I kind of would like to grab something just a little bit bigger oomph. Sure. I don't know. I like trying the different hirelings every once in a while. Looks like we also have some points to spend. Ooh, this is what we've been waiting for. That's definitely part of what we've been waiting for. Why did you not unlock? Alright, so with that, maybe time to make a couple other gear changes here. Or at least, well, yeah, I think so. In here somewhere at level 5, I believe I have the Lightning Forum Club, the Shocking Forum post. Yeah, I do. Boop. I think with that, we're gonna probably be able to fully transition into Casterland. It's just so much spell power. It's such a big mover. Yeah. All right. So let's hit the marketplace, jump over and do probably the catacombs. Yeah. I don't know what they did to the catacombs. I used to love the catacombs. I still like it. I think most of the quests in the catacombs are still really good, but every once in a while I'll get into catacombs mess where I'm like, ugh, this is not where I parked my car. I know people are going to ask, Samus, why no hardcore server? Well, honestly, I'm not sure. I was back and forth on, do I want to play on the hardcore server some more? Am I worried about it? I'm currently in 14th position, I think, on the hardcore server on the leaderboards. Getting something that I haven't done is pretty tough right now. We're talking about doing some things at level 30 that I am not comfortable with. I don't really know. Oh yeah, that was nice. That was nice. There's a couple of shots here to kind of fire that off. That's okay. Everyone's in attack mode, right? Okay, good. And if we can kind of maintain the aggro of most of the things, then that'll be pretty much perfect. There we go. For some reason the 1 button wasn't working. That's pretty awkward. So anyway, if you're kind of curious what's going on, what the plan is, we're actually doing this caster druid with a pretty hefty sub theme actually of like summoner or pet master or pet person. I don't know how else I would describe it, but generally the idea is that we're just going to have all these NPC minions. So we're going to end up spending a lot of our time and energy casting buffs on our various minions, and the goal is going to be that we are going to do our best to hold the aggro in a lot of these situations, so they can kind of do their thing. Read the note. Oh my. See how the spider likes getting sticky. Oh, he didn't like it. Alright, do we have our kills at least? We do. We have our kills and then some. We're out of here. Let's just go. The only person here that's really problematic if they die would be Fin Fang Foom, and that's just because we would want to go back and re-ship buff them. So I'm not that worried about it. Looks like there's at least one other person rocking through them. I could look and see if there's a group. Seems pretty unlikely, but there's at least one person. There's nothing else available in my window at the moment, but again, we could put it in there. Look at this. I like it. Jump skill above 40 provides no additional benefit. I wish they would change that. I know they feel like there's just an arbitrary cap to how high a person is allowed to jump. But, come on. Come on. Actually, I didn't tweet that out. I started writing a tweet saying, hey, well, we're going to be starting in a little bit and just getting together. And I never hit the tweet button. Come on. DDO. I think we're stuck. Oh. Nice, we did it. We went too far down, didn't we? Yep. Too far down. Didn't light up. Oh, I gotta go talk to the abbot first. Must be. Never actually pay attention in this quest. I just kind of like fumble around. Might be why I kind of struggle with it so much. Today's also an interesting day for Magic the Gathering people. Wizards of the Coast does this thing where, like, if you're a streamer, you can apply to get like 28 hours or 24 hours or 48 hours, something, to what they call a VIP account. And that VIP account essentially has everything unlocked. You have, for purposes of getting things done, infinite free dollars. You can only log into that account during the window that they're doing said event, but it is a lot of fun. I've done it a couple of times, but the idea is that it gives you access to the new account. It's like a preview type thing. So there's actually quite a bit of people streaming Magic and stuff today that would not be opposed to checking out, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen today for us. So we would have gotten an opportunity to watch a little bit had we had a normal-ish sleep schedule for the day, but we did not. So sad. Everybody's on attack mode, summoning hirelings at the highest possible level. Not much else we can do really for increasing things. Really curious if I should try like the human. I think it's a human. Maybe it's not a human. It's a half elf. The lightning dragon mark, or potentially the human travel mark. Just have access to dimensional door. Both things sound fun. I don't know if I'm ready to burn a feat on that, but it does sound like a good time. Also, it sounds like the wife's back. The wife went to the store. They were very nice to put my county back into an emergency status. Last time they did this, we basically ran out of everything, and a lot of people, my family included, ended up kind of making do with some stuff. That in a normal situation would have been fine. Like, for example, we were low on toilet paper. I think a lot of people were low on toilet paper. I don't think that's uncommon at that particular junction. But some of that stuff. So the wife is just went to pick up a couple of things, stuff that she already needed, and then she was like checking out like the egg situation. That was something that ran out a bunch. Hamburger, like meals at home type things. I have a feeling we're gonna see another excuse to get the. We're just gonna leave. I'm not gonna fight 2 Reapers and a champ dog. when we can just instead walk away. We can always re-summon Ellery if we need to. Did he not open the... Okay. We could have, we should probably just went out this way to start with, actually. That would have let us re-summon Ellery immediately. We're just doing 2 skulls. I was doing on again, off again, higher skulls. Get this guy running his mouth. Actually kind of like the lion. Lion did a good job. Just gonna blow through some of these as quick as we can. Take some strength damage. Got, oh, look at there! We found those Carnage or those Reapers. Another one. There's 3. 3 at level 5, including a Fear Reaper, a Carnage Reaper, and a Plague Reaper. Nice. All right. We lost our summon, but everyone else seems okay. Where's Finn? I don't know. He's around. He's off. He's doing things. Our 4th Reaper. I just feel like whenever I see a Reaper, I want to make sure that I have a Death Ward going. I don't know how necessary it actually is, but I feel like that's the thing I worry about the most from Reapers in general. And maybe we're better off with the mana saving hat. I really feel like we're kicking our blue bar down faster than we want. That we're at half. The quest isn't even half over yet. Gandalf, it's sticky. Alright, now we're in good shape again, I think. If we need to go like ham on somebody, we have plenty of mana for that. How are we doing on kills? 31. We're good. I would expect to see Pip in the voice chat anytime. Though I did tell him I would check in on the hardcore, which I did, and there was nothing happening. There was like literally 4 groups when I logged on. I didn't see anybody, I don't think, over level 25 doing anything. A lot of people just standing around. A lot of damage. think we have to go back to the top now. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we just go down and get started. Yeah, I'm still not 100% used to the changes, the up and down, left and right, up and down, up and down. This is the one I like the least. It's really the reason why I like having this style of why I like having this style of character. Actually, I do enjoy the pet master type builds. Alright, I don't think I'm gonna take the time to buff everybody here. I probably should make the hirelings last a little bit longer, but I need my mana to go a little bit further as well. Hope Ellery can keep me up here. She seems to be doing okay. Go ahead and buff more Mel here. Find Fin Fang Fu and give him that extra love. Lost our summonses. We should also take a quiet moment and get DBs. Oh, ran right past Double Reaper. Lost Ormel to the Plague. It's not ideal. Either is trying to kill skeletons with a cold spell. Not ideal. I had a feeling that guy was going to see us. Get these DVs out. We actually get quite a few turn on dead attempts out of Ellery at the moment because we have ship buffs increasing the hireling stuff. We have the feet increasing hireling stuff. We have the enhancement line increasing hireling stuff. So yeah, we actually have quite a bit of Hireling loves here. I think I've now lost track at how many Reapers. I think that's our 7th or 8th Reaper at least. Might be more. Oh, Fin Fu. Yeah, I was afraid that was going to happen at some point. What do you mean my pet's not dead? Pet's right here. Huh, weird. Yeah, it seemed like my pet was pretty dead. Alright, let's see if we can revive Fin Fu now. Not dead and cannot be revived. Weird. No one's in my pocket. Ellery's about to not be dead and cannot be revived also, I think. It's fine. The shrine is at this next junction, so I think we're okay. We just gotta smash everything. Again, that was dumb. Oh, Ellery made it. Isn't it weird how my pet wasn't dead and now it's reviving? Alright, we're gonna let everything kind of heal up, shrine up, whatever here. Better check down there. If we don't, there are going to be like 4 Reapers hiding down there. I think Fegfum already took it in the pants somewhere. Nope. Did it again. Must have went a little ham because we're out of mana. We're gonna go shrine. And hope that it's enough. Between Ellery shining and whatnot, we'll see what happens. Don't want the hirelings having to go in here if I can help it. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I feel like it makes it a lot easier. Yeah, we have to leave. We're gonna get beat. And Ellery's in trouble, so just adding time to the list. Time I don't want to be spending running backwards and casting spells. Oh, did it again. That's our first lost soul. Stop what you're doing. Pull that. Alright. We're going to go back and raise Ellery. What can I say? Ellery's like the best hireling on our team right now. Trying to DV the dog. Okay, she shifted her focus. So keep in mind, the idea behind a hireling is that they also have like a focus orb or a focus field, however you want to think of it. Something that we would consider taking focus in their recent memory, whatever. And when we give them an interaction, they try to do that on our target or the last memory, what's in our focus orb or what's in their last memory, depending on what we have targeted. So if we have nothing targeted, then they have nothing targeted. So they just use what was in their previous memory to do things. So when I spammed the heal button there, at least one of those times, she had just healed Fin Fang Foom. And so that means that she tried to DB my summon, my dog. So that's, as they say, not ideal, but it does happen. Trying to figure out where like the rest of the NPCs are. NPCs can take care of one skeleton. All right, so I'm gonna set them to do nothing mode. I'm gonna try this trick instead. Sometimes this trick works really well. Sometimes it does not work. But I'm gonna send 2 hirelings in. The hopes that the monsters aggro on me. Looks like it worked out today. Again, I know that I'm kind of on this half-elf kick lately, the half-elf warlock dilettante stuff, but I wonder if it would just be... because you get so many SLAs as a druid. I wonder if you could just go spam happy. like 1 wizard, 1 cleric, the rest druid build. And just pick up all of the SLAs you could possibly spam in a cycle. Bam, 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 bam. Problem is, what do you do when the monster doesn't care about fire damage? Fire damage. Guess you die. Alright, turn things on again. Send them in to pull the lever. Recall them. In attack mode. Another double Reaper, double Fear Reaper even. That seems hardly fair for the Fear Reaper. There are some old spells on my bar that currently are not really there. You're like, Samus, you have Flaming Circle, why don't you cast it? Well, I decided it was not particularly good. That might change later, it might become better, I don't know, but for now it seems not very good. Man, it's like I can tell when you're coming.
Because you can hear me come down the stairs?
Yep. But sometimes you could be going and doing something else.
It's true, but you'll still think I'm coming in here.
Nah, only when I know you're coming in here.
That's not true.
Always.
The store wasn't very busy, and there's
Good.
still stock just fine. But like you said, people might not have heard that. I don't even know where you heard it. I haven't seen anything.
On KSLLink.com. Salina's #1 news media source.
You go to KSALink.com every day?
Not every day.
Anyway.
How else am I supposed to know what's going on in the city?
Anyway. I'm gonna make that. I got some chicken tenders. I know I was making them with thighs, but I didn't want to get a big old package of thighs, so I just got a little package of tenders. Make that ramen that I got from Leslie down I made for a while.
Okay.
Sounds good. I think I still have noodles. I also made some rice yesterday. Maybe next have some chicken with the rice. Although I didn't get a lot of chicken, like I said, for a couple of meals. I got more toilet paper and some paper towels.
Alright, high five, love it.
You have all your...
Making some dollar bills,
Use stuff.
hopefully.
I'm going to have all my meat stuff.
Okay.
Alright. Bye.
Later, tater. They changed it where he doesn't have a name anymore. Alright, so we killed the guy. Now I'm just going to go hit this sarcophagus. I've always... Come on now. Don't make me kill everything to be able to read. You know what? I think it's time to switch back to that. We're at the point where the monsters are hitting us. Let's just take advantage of the fact that they're hitting us and get the stone skin proc. Not really attacking with my weapon anymore. So there must be a monster around that we haven't, that we didn't kill, that we needed to kill. looks pretty clean. Vigia game. Probably this ghoul, actually. Now can we interact? Yep. Yeah, I don't like those kind of mechanics. I really don't like that mechanic where you can't interact with something that's right in front of your face because magical reasons. Oh, there's one guy ran off in the corner and hid. Sorry, you can't advance the quest. Alright, so we're losing our tanky person. But we're picking up another Blasty, Acid Blast, Magic Missile, Haste. Again, I'm not as worried about some of those things, but could be good. Could be good for Fin Fang Foom to be hasted, I don't know. Said I'm trying quite hard to keep the aggro. The initial boom booms here, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing a bad job of keeping aggro. At least on these things I can't slam the intimidate button. Fortunately, I don't have the ability to disarm the traps, so up and over the walls for us. See us hit that guy in the back? We're like champions and stuff. I'm gonna pull this lever. I'm not gonna pull the other lever. Still getting that little bit of the server hiccup today that we were getting yesterday. I have to say I'm curious what's going on. Yeah, I think a wizard level would have done us a lot of interesting here. What did you do? Did you run through the traps wrong? We're gonna send Finn in there. Go. There is not blocked, buddy. He's the fastest in the NPCs. we go. I wonder why the other one didn't explode like that. Weird. I have a couple of friends who are surprised I can still play the same game after all these years because they're game butterflies sometimes. And I always talk about how the game evolves and it continues to grow and be challenging in different ways. But things being oddly inconsistent is pretty weird to me. Like, oh yeah, that should explode and people should, when you hit this, they should all die. And then when they don't, it's like, huh, that's odd. It's not the kind of evolving that I was interested in the game doing. Two out of 3 worked. I don't know what else to say. Alright, we got a stone per guard. Aborian, Halaborian. Command, huh? Dog was able to take out one while you're on the ground. That's nice. And the dog spawned a chest. Also double nice. I think the dog spawned that chest. So the original version of this quest. Huh? Hang on. What did I do wrong? Here we go. I'm going to go south. The original version of this quest was designed in a time where DDO was still down with, like, not forcing grouping or forcing like cohesion or people getting to the finish line together, or didn't look down upon people playing smart. Say things like jumping over walls and stuff like that. I feel like some of those things have changed a little bit over the years. You're a little bit more decentivized to do things like that because they feel that those are not mechanics that they want you to have.
Hello.
Hey, there's Pippers. What's up, bud? I looked on hardcore before I started on Trelona, and there was literally nothing happening.
Hopped on there right after work and just happened to catch Chaka and Avaletta. They were running Sable and Monocle.
Aw, you monster.
That was just sheer luck.
Hey. Ugh. Like just now? I should have come and checked on me. Yeah, I was streaming. I've been streaming for the last almost 50 minutes. Should have checked on me. I would have swapped for Haunted, or, oh, you said Haunted Hall, not... No, those were all ones that you'd done. Or you needed, I didn't.
Yeah, everyone. I just... Weird, because I just logged on my tune out right after I got off work, and it's like, oh, shoot, they just started studying Sable. On E, I'll go do that.
Yeah. I need 1 second away, everybody. 30-second ad break here. My nose is doing something weird. Now after you like blow your nose a whole bunch, your nose like gets hard and breaks and stuff, and like points and jabs you. That's what's going on. Well, I noticed that when I had logged on that you were still just like a couple points ahead of me, and you were I think you were in 13th and I was in 14th. That should put you well above me now, yeah.
Moved up one pretty. And since it's so open in the season, the only things that I could possibly do to move up more would be like Tempest Spine E, or Tempest Spine Legendary, or
that doesn't. Did you not do Tempest Spine regularly?
Did, but they're two separate.
Are they? Okay, I didn't know that.
And then the floor is adjust.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's still a chance that something might go down this weekend, but I think I'm. Well, I mean, I'll be at the arena working most of the weekend, so it's very unlikely it's gonna happen. Scotty says, Millen, what's going on, man? Nothing, just doing some generic experience. Talking to Pip about how he like jumped in on quests that I could not get favor with, and he's just wrecking me now on the favor board again.
Well, that's like, I mean, I'm definitely not even looking for anything if I happen across anything.
Yeah.
But I doubt that's gonna happen.
Yeah, no, I've been thinking a lot, because again I've been asked about the DDO, to be on DDO cast and whatnot for the post-mortem on the hardcore server.
Yeah.
I've been trying to think about what I feel about the free hardcore server, and I think I decided I don't like it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Look how many people have, like, multiple bots.
Yeah, true.
Like, any other year, we would be in the top 10 right now, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe, easily.
There's at least 3 bots.
Yeah, there's at least 3 bots up there, and I think there's even more than that. And imagine some of those players who they've literally, like, their characters don't play.
Right, yeah, they just sit at the entrance.
They just sit at the entrance, and then they have other characters. So they're, and I don't mind the idea of that if they're, paying multiple accounts, multiple VIP, like that. It feels like a side effect that is probably not a big deal 9 times out of 10. But because it was both free and 3 lives that you could earn, you just kind of got to this situation where I think that people would pike the character that they wanted, and then they could, on an alt account or whatever, power up a carrier, and if the carrier died a whole bunch, whatever, who cares? That's not the character that matters.
Right. Well, it also gives them extra hands in the chests and stuff too.
Right. So I feel like if those people are at least paying for those accounts, and maybe they are, but it seems unlikely to me.
Yeah, you never know. Well, maybe that's a caveat they need to add, is that only people that pay for it can get on the board. I don't know.
I mean, that doesn't seem fair. I think if you're a free-to-play player and you earn your spot up there, you earned your spot. But it's so weird to me that it literally, like, their name's literally buff bot, heal bot, song bot, whatever. Yeah. So to me, that is a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, until you said that, I don't see any big issue with having free-to-play players play, but then, yeah, when you mention that, it's like, well, yeah, next year, if that's still available, I might do that myself.
Right. You know, if I wasn't streaming, you know, I told you guys in the past that I made 2 accounts to enter in the DDO free quests and stuff on, and I played on the hardcore server to get I bought the first expansion. I was going to do both, but I ran out of time the day I had made time to do it, to get the last like 15 or 25 or whatever experience points I needed to unlock both.
Were you like me and are rude to Mom when you dropped your stuff off this morning?
No, I literally don't even think I said anything.
Oh.
Except that you're welcome.
She's like, I think he was mad.
No, I was asleep.
That's what I told her. I was like, no, he was
I
tired
literally had less than 2 hours of sleep.
I not had any sleep, so I was just like, what did you do? Yeah, you just dropped it off.
I walked in.
I just figured, yeah, you probably
I
just
knocked.
dropped it off.
She opened the door.
Go. Say, I haven't had any sleep. I'm going back to bed.
And she said, can you put it in there? And I walked in there. I set it down. And she said, thank you very much. And I said, you're welcome. And I left. Like, I just...
Yeah. No, you're just tired. As I told her. I said you just hadn't had any sleep. Okay. I just checking because she didn't say, like, if you did anything. So it was just...
I didn't do anything.
Okay.
I was asleep. Yeah, so for those of you who are interested, the reason why there was no morning stream this morning was because I ended up staying up pretty late with V-Love, talking with him about the situation that was happening at the end of the stream, and then I couldn't sleep, and said it was literally after 6 in the morning when I went to bed, and then at 8:15, no, it was closer to 8:40, I think. My wife wakes me up and says, hey, Mom fell and smashed her face up. I need you to take care of these errands for her. And I'm like, okay. And so yeah, that's what I got to do this morning. And that's what my wife's like talking about. Like, no, I wasn't rude, just not awake. Not awake. Anyway, yeah, I don't know, when I look at that kind of stuff, I was, for me, when I was multi-boxing, I was like, man, this would not be a very fun and exciting stream. Right? It was a lot of, like, run this guy over here, talk to the, share the quest, then run this guy, repeat. And then have all these people piking.
Right, and you're saying the shenanigans stuff, like being able to report to quest directly.
Right. Well, and I don't even completely understand what that was. So...
I think I have an idea what they're doing.
I mean, I honestly don't care. But yeah, like a lot of that kind of stuff. And again, if you're just like, say your main character, the character that's important to you, right, is piking at the entrance, so your name gets up there. Well then, if something happens and the character you're playing dies, again, you're like, what are you out? You're out some gear? Because you're not invested in that other character, probably. So, and as odds are strong, you might have double or triple copies of certain pieces of gear because you're double and pulling chests or whatever. Especially if you ran, you run the same build. Like as your again, I'm not blaming somebody for playing within the rules. I'm just saying these are problems in the rules, I think.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the solution is. I think there was less of that, or at least I noticed less of it when it was VIP only.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but it seemed to me that this season had a lot less players still. Even
Oh, a
though
lot
it
of
was
people.
open more.
A lot of people were not interested in playing again so soon. Like I know that was just the case. No, that's not who I needed to die. If someone was going to die, I would have preferred it not to be Ellery there. But I don't know. I feel like that is a problem. Wow, that guy died too, huh?
Maybe that's also a reason they're gonna not run another hardcore directly after this one, is that they're like, oh, well, if we run them too often, people aren't gonna play.
Well, I think the reward just didn't change enough.
Well, that too, yeah.
You know, like
McDonald's themed.
well, I like the theme. I thought the themes were fine, and I liked the mechanic. To me, those were big changes. You know, like, but the rewards being okay. Well, here's, you know, another cloak. Here's another horse. Here's a slightly different pet. Like I'm ready to see mechanic shift, or the reward shift in a major way for them to be more interesting.
Yeah.
And I realize you can't have them be game impacting.
Right. They have to be cosmetic.
Right. So, like, that puts a limit on what you can get away with as well.
Well, and they probably also have to be careful too if they want to do, you know, hardcores so often. They can't stray from what, you know, the rewards are from season to season too much, because it's like that's more work they gotta put in.
Yeah, but I think they can. I think they can really go ham on the rewards for the cosmetics. Again, I really think they need to take the time to introduce vehicle mounts and start working on a vehicle mount being the next change for the mounts, because that'll be a big enough shift that people are going to be like, oh yeah, this is great. You know, like I feel like a vehicle mount will be enough of a mount difference. You know,
You mean an actual vehicle?
like something that looks like a motorcycle, because one of the things that everyone has going for it is Magic's technology, right? So like
Right.
they have horseless carriages.
Yeah.
You know, they have you could easily have, in my opinion, a motorcycle like mount. You
Would
could
it be
do
really-
a magic carpet.
One thing that would be really kind of neat is if they did like a mech.
Yeah, they could have like a golem suit or something. Like that's what I'm saying. They could do a lot of those things. They could also put in my opinion, mounts that are shops or vendors of some sort. You know what I mean? Like they can do things like that. They could do mounts where, you know, you put up your mount and you get on it, and then somebody else gets mounted like in a seat in the back, and you drive it and they ride along.
That'd be fun.
You know what I mean? Like they could do things like that if they want to stay in a mount that's interesting, and then you first introduce it in the hardcore server, and then like maybe halfway through the, you know, maybe within 6 months of that being done, you knock out like 3 different, you know, 2 other ones or whatever.
Well, I'm guessing we're probably going to see more animal type mounts before we see vehicles, though.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're gonna get a unicorn. I think they said next time.
Yeah, with well, I think that's going to be with Feywild.
Right, with Feywild. So, like, okay, how hard is it to figure... Like, you have the technology. Figure out this stupid vehicle mount. Figure out a flying carpet. Figure out, a horseless carriage. Figure out, Like, take
You
the
know the one-
time, do it.
Everybody's waiting on is the dragon mount.
Yeah, I don't know if you go that big to start with, but like, I think there's plenty of things you can do before you get to that point, mount wise. Because how much further are you gonna go above dragon? You know what I mean? Like, you can't go too much higher above dragon and be like, da da, you know. But you can get pretty deep A to B before you get to dragon, and I think have interesting mounts that would shake things up. That's just staying within mounts. You know, people going on about gelatinous cube mounts. People, you know,
They already have the tech for that, pretty much.
yeah. You know, people would love that. Where's that, like, if you're gonna stay themed in those three things? Again, I feel like you need to keep the mechanic changing. I really like the 3 Lives to Live. I thought that was a lot of fun. But I'd like to see the Mimic themed one. And how great would it be if you're gonna keep with a mount for the Mimic themed one, is your mount is you pull out this chest and you ride it like a motorcycle. You know, like, that seems great to me. But totally within the realm of DDO and Eberron and the world.
I mean, I know the lore has. See, I guess I don't know hardly anything about the lore, but and I know there's the cart, but is there a precedence in the lore for motorcycles?
I would presume. I'm not, like, as intimately familiar with, you know, every single thing. Like, I haven't read a bunch of the novels or anything like that, but I imagine a 2-wheeled vehicle created by the wizard Harley would probably be fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you can get away with it. Same thing with, like, flying carpets. I feel like you could have a low-hanging flying carpet. I think you could have a wave if you wanted. You know, you could have, like, a lava flow summon around you. Like, all sorts of things that you could stand on. And you just stand cross-armed.
Right.
On, and it just moves you around. Maybe it bobs up and down a little bit or something. You know, like, maybe you do a little bit of interaction, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, you can do a lot now that you have the idea behind it kind of fleshed out. So then do it. Do something interesting.
Well, those would probably be some more simpler animations than what they have to do with mounted horses and stuff.
Yeah, because of the horses moving a whole bunch. You're moving a whole bunch. You know, I think that's part of the thing, is that they made it look good now. So now they're trying to figure out, okay, now that I got it looking good, how do I... Oh, this guy's immune to lightning.
Well, that might be one nice thing too that they could do is you know, put up a poll on the DVO forums or something saying, hey, here's our idea for the next. Here's 5 mounts to choose from. What one does the community think would be best for the next card board?
Yeah, but then they gotta adjust their theme. I think.
True.
I don't think that's... Because if you're gonna continue to base around theme, are we gonna get killed by this? We might, actually. Nope, not that button, this button. Because this guy's immune to lightning. He's immune to cold. Alright, we got him. Let's get out of here before we get killed by a random arrow. I don't care about that chest. Oh wait, no. Everything died. Except for the dogs. Okay. Sorry. I was down to 15 hit points for a minute. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I think you should do the Mimic Hunt one first. I feel like that's easy. Basically, you turn on the Mimic Hunt. You turn on everything that's involved with the Mimic Hunt, so you're literally every opportunity to do a Mimic Hunt. You turn in the collector, etc. And they don't have to keep doing cosmetics in that way. Why can't they do a weapon cosmetic?
Yeah.
Right? How come every...
Or even armor cosmetic.
Or an armor. They can do both. But how come they can't have, like, 10 different weapon cosmetics, and then every 4,000 favor, or whatever, 1,000, with the first tier, every time you get it unlocked, you can pick one of 5 things, or 10 things. So if you want to dual wield them, you got to take another character, a different character, and run it through.
So I like the idea of them increasing, for every 1,000 favor you get a reward. Because there's some people that can't get above 1,000 favor.
I don't know how many people out there don't get above 1,000 favor. That seems... You can run normals and get to 1,000 favor very easily.
Yeah, but you don't see a lot of people doing that.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of those people who feel that way, they don't even try. So like Rhett, for example. Rhett has never tried the hardcore. He's like, no, the first time my character dies, I'd be mad. I'd throw my computer through the window, so I'm not even going to try. It's like...
What? I don't think Jerry's even made 1750 yet.
Yeah, but that's...
I know.
That's a different situation. That's Jerry pugging with people. There's more than one issue going on there. When you play with completely random people, you get completely random pie.
Right, I know the big argument with is, hardcore's made for the hardcore players.
Yeah, it's a challenge mode for the people who are looking for the challenge. But again, I personally, I feel like it should be real easy for someone to go, hey, I want, to have a variety of things. And I think that would change it a lot. Someone's like, oh man, I really want to dual wield this weapon and this weapon. Okay, well, you gotta do 2 lives. Or man, I really want this great sword, but I also think this great axe looks sweet. I also think that this bow looks sweet. And maybe the 1750 is you pick a weapon thing, and to get them all, you got to get them all.
Well, some of my favorite cosmetics are the the bouquet of flowers, or the letter, or just the oddball thing.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, there's certainly solutions out there. It's just a matter of does DDO want to put them into place? Beef is just saying I didn't even play this hardcore because it lost its shine. They need to do something to it if they want me to try it again. Yeah. I understand. For me, the situation is different. I feel like the viewership is much stronger. Although it became really weird. The higher levels I got and the less likely it seemed like I was going to get killed, and the longer I held on to all 3 lives, the less people watched. Like when it was still early and people were like, oh, it seemed like there was more people around. But then as I, up level 24, up level 26, it seemed like there was less people watching and interacting.
Yeah, it's the same concept as races. Nobody wants to go see cars in one circle. They want to see the crash.
Yeah. Oh God, he still has all of his lives. Whatever, I don't care. Now, if I was like, last life, Still going for it. Those lives, I had people the whole time. Which again, I enjoyed. I liked the 3 life mechanic. But I feel like you need to continue to shake up the rules. And I did not like the free to play. Again, I believe that's the reason why we had so many people that just were able to pike the character they wanted to where they wanted to go. Just check level 6 items. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Level 6 is... there might be a couple things, like the necklace, for example, might be good. Over the Delira's necklace. Or Margaret necklace. Yeah, like the Platinum Prayer Beads might be good. We could switch to this hat over this hat, I guess. And that frees up our goggle slot. Not that I really have another goggle to put in. Perhaps next hardcore your goal should shift, play fast and loose on a squishy build, make your goal viewership, not leaderboards. If it turns out risky gameplay is better viewing than careful play. Yeah, I don't know. It is possible. Like I said, I certainly wanted to take a crack at some different things. Alright, so I could wear this, and that's Constitution. Yeah, that's probably fine. Maybe there's a lot of gear upgrade, actually, this go around. Like I said, my previous goal was to just play faster, right? Was to get to the end goal area earlier. I think what I want to try to do next time is power to 30, do some screwing around at 30, and then TR. Again, I don't know how well that's going to do for viewership, but that's currently what I'm kind of thinking I would like to try. The belt's like way down here at the bottom, right? Yeah. That belt is just so much worse than this one right this minute. I don't know. I also think that there was quite a few people who enjoyed it when we were doing like the Reaper 4s. Like, if I changed the title to like Reaper 4 Hardcore, people watched. But again, we only did that really when there was already groups going. We did raids, and the raids didn't seem to like pull in more people. Like I was like raiding on the hardcore, same number of people. So, I don't know. I definitely feel like I need a slightly... I need a little bit bigger core of people, perhaps. It's just so hard to coordinate with more than like one person. Or 2 people. Everyone is making content like this is the best build. Nobody is making edgy or C content. The market is open for anyone who wants to make it. People like seeing others fail. Well, that's just it. That's why I think people like watching the hardcore so much, is because when the people like watching the streamers die. They do.
Like I had a...
I wonder what you'll pick. So many choices.
You had a
I
what?
kind of have an idea for a build that I wanted to try out maybe next season. Kind of a completely random build where you roll for everything. You know, you roll for what character you roll, what character classes you take, what and different levels and stuff.
Yeah, there's a name for that. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Yeah, I mean, that stuff never really sounds fun to me because when things start going poorly, you just end up in a position where your build becomes bad.
Right,
And I
that's kind of
don't
the
and I
idea.
don't think people want. Maybe they do want to see a bad build. I don't know. Maybe they want to watch you just take a bad thing and get slaughtered. All I
Well-
know is I watched Sig Trent do it for like 2 streams, basically, just trying to figure out how to get murdered on the hardcore, and it was literally me that watched.
Well, not so much try and make it so you get murdered. It's so you just try and, you know, I don't know, try and adjust your play style based on what you get stuck with.
Sure, and I like Beef even said that too. He's like, "Oh, you're doing another wizard build again? Like that's unfortunate. I'd like to see you do something different." And it's like, okay, but as somebody who constantly changes their build all the time, like every life, I have a hard time playing something different. You know? Like, I don't pick my own build 9 times out of 10. Every once in a while I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to play this build, guys. Sorry. By contrast, watching a First Life Drow Sork Eldritch Knight, you're in for that. Yeah. I don't know, like I said, I like trying different things and doing different things. I guess, like I said, my goal of doing things a little bit differently this go around was just that.
That's like for me doing Artifice or Melee. I mean, that's way out of my wheelhouse. But it was pretty fun.
Yeah, but see, like, I haven't done an arty melee in a while, but it wouldn't be enough like the Fey Buckler that I just did. I think it would be fine. You know, do I have the exact details for like a monk thrower for heroic levels? I mean, that seems pretty terrible, but okay.
Yeah, I'm almost thinking I might do a favorite soul or cleric or something next season, since I haven't played that style of character in probably 10 years.
Yeah. Well, like, and I considered, like, I was really impressed by the favored soul tank thing that Apocalypse Tom did.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that played really well. So I was looking at that. I played with this guy, Flask, this pugger, and he had I think it was a warlock barbarian cleric, maybe? Maybe it was fighter. It could have been fighter. Actually, now that I say it. But he was a short and board Intimitank type build, and you know, he had like a crazy MMR and PRR and self heals, and you know, he didn't kill anything. He just sit there and slam unless it was undead, and then he was able to turn undead all day. But he just sat there and hit the intim button, and we just rolled through content. Like, he was able to make him stand still, and I was able to kill him, and you know, that's all it took. Yeah, I like changing things up. That's what I'm saying. That's part of the reason I've been thinking about it now, like how to change things. What kind of thing do I need to do? You know, like I know one of the things that I want to do before the next hardcore is I want to focus on learning some of the quests that I avoided. You know, I want to learn Temple of Elemental Evil Part 1. I think it would be nice to get into and actually play Temple of Elemental Evil Part 2. I've never stepped foot into the quest. I'm not particularly proficient in Tower of Frost. I did we did a raid for the first time on the hardcore server that I've never done before. This go around. I'm down for doing all that kind of stuff. But it all takes work and effort, and if it doesn't make sense, and I'm better off being the wizard guy for the hardcore server and just like pushing the wizards in whatever direction I can push them in. I just don't know. I also think we have a really big influx of streamers this hardcore server. Like I felt like there were more hardcore server streamers than previously. I feel like a lot of the streamers don't want to embarrass themselves by dying on the hardcore. Better at living might be worse than making money. Yeah, could be. But like the first season, right? The first season, we didn't achieve the victory until the last day. We didn't get to the 5,000 favor. I felt like people were kind of iffy on the hardcore. Like, again, I think once you get past level 10, people stop kind of paying attention. Which maybe is part of the reason I like the idea of having a tier of rewards a little easier, lower hanging fruit that you can get different variations of. I don't know. I really need to organize some of these thoughts on the forums for people. Hey Charmed, how's it going?
Well, these would be good things to bring up too in video cast.
Well, as I said, that's part of why I've been thinking about it so much the last couple of days was how to phrase some of these thoughts, trying to get them in order. Good, I'm glad you're doing so well. Yeah, Twitch is still showing me 0 viewers. That's funny. You're moving between now and the end of the month? Sweet. Yeah, I was going to say, you should be getting close, right? Should be getting close. Oh no, hopefully tomorrow or Friday at the latest they're going to come measure for the countertops. I'm ready for that. I'm ready. I'm ready for hand over that big pile of cash. That's the awesome thing about this company, by the way. I know. Noel Day hosted. Thank you very much, my friend. Appreciate it. How was your game? But anyway, this company, they're like, we're kind of old school. So we don't ask for a down payment. I'm like, sweet. And then they go, but we also don't take credit. It's like, no problem. She's like, most people hand us a check or cash. We're like, it's fine. It's pretty fun. I like, I get that she was, like, she has to say something along those lines, so people are like, oh. But oh no. I'm ready. I'm ready very much for this. It's the last big hurdle to getting the internals finished up. Or I shouldn't say that. It's the breakover point for the things. So like once the countertops go in, then I can start working on the floors. And I can start working on the plumbing and so on and so forth. Boop, boop, boop. But see, like, would people like to see a build like this on the hardcore? I don't know. This is probably the closest to outside of my comfort zone that I played in a long time. Like, what have we done recently? We did a cleric build. We did a favorite soul build. We did a paladin. We did a assassin build. We did a the two different melee warlock builds. We did the monk quarterstaff build. Like those are all builds in the last couple of months. Beef. See this table? I'm just going to bend down and hand you this invoice under here. Oh yeah, it was pretty funny. She was like, "Hey, we're old school." And on the hardcore, we had a couple of we did a monk life. We did I suppose we could do an alchemist thrower, or not thrower, but an alchemist spellcaster. I've only done one of those. There you go. That's probably my least played build ever. And after I played it, I think my exact phrase was, "This was so powerful and strong, I thought it was boring." I don't know. It's hard to sum up some of those thoughts. I also really am surprised that they're going to take a step back and slow down the hardcore. I really did not expect. I figured you're basically going to have a situation where you always have a hardcore running.
Yeah, I hope not. I like hardcore, but I need a break.
Well, that's just it. I think you lessen the goals to where the goals for people who play X number of hours are achievable. Basically, you want to have the goals achievable in X number of hours, right? So people can get on there, do it, finish up. And you lessen, like maybe you make one at 1,000, you make one at 4,000 favor. If you're going to continue to make them favor based, and have them be a little bit smaller. Again, like the idea behind the weapon skin, and then you have the hardcore server open for say like 3 months, and then every other month the rewards change. You know what I mean? Or maybe you have a longer window. You say, okay, for the next 6 months we're going to have it open, and for the first 2 months the rewards are going to be this, and the next 2 months the rewards are going to be this, and the next 2 months the rewards are going to be this. So then people go in there and they play, get the rewards, stop. Go in, play, get the rewards, stop. And if you skip a thing, you skip a thing. And then this way they're not restarting it every go around. But part of the reason they're so short is, in my opinion, is because they're data gathering on what's effective in DDO, and they're tweaking what is coming out, like what's effective. I know they'll deny that, but I really feel like that is the case.
Well, I thought that's what they said from the get-go, was that this is kind of the gather data.
Well, they said they had been gathering data, but they weren't going to tweak anything on live involving that data.
Well, we all know better than that.
Right.
Look at the boarding passes. I know they said that it wasn't supposed to be that way from the start.
Yeah, but it got changed immediately after.
Yeah, right after hardcore.
Same thing like the people who got in the guild and was able to maintain and stay in said guild and get the big resistances had a bigger advantage than the people who didn't.
Right.
See, Charm says, I hope they'll open up more often for people who have a premium account. I don't mind if they have a premium account, but I'm tired. I dislike the fact that it wasn't VIP only. We talked about that a little bit ago. The people who are at the top of the leaderboard, the characters, except for Apocalypse Dawn, he actually plays Apocalypse Dawn. I don't know if he played that character always, or if he played a character and then that, or he just always played that character. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I always played.
I think so too. I feel like I've seen him. Like I've done some stuff with him. I feel like it was on that character. But like,
for Zuki.
huh?
Zuki too.
Yeah, but every quest I saw with Zuki, he was doing Izuki. He wasn't doing Zuki. He piked through there. But we were talking about how there's literally like 3 bot accounts on the top of the leaderboard, which is fine. People playing in the rules, but at the same time, like, are they paying for that account? Is that account also a VIP account? Or is it a premium account? I don't know. Man, the loading screens today have been killer. I really think that they should sell a hardcore season pass for like $6. Rip DDO. Yeah, I don't know about that. It's certainly acting weird. The last one, it unstuck and it kept going. They make a ton of money out of their microtransactions. I think that's true. But I know, like, I spend quite a bit for the hardcore server. This go around, I bought 2 + 2 tomes, where they were on sale, and I bought whatever, like the $3 $3 pack of, no, that can't be right. I bought like 100 shards twice when they were on sale for that period. So I want to say it was like $3. So I spent like $6 on shards, maybe. I don't buy shards very often or whatever, so I don't know for sure. But like, I know I bought shards when I got to Sharn, and I bought shards when I got to Ravenloft. They just happened to be on sale both times when I got there. So, and then I buy things like fortification gems. I buy those, and I buy which in this case I only bought 1 or 2. So that's another 50 DDO points. But if you add all those things together, I earned way more than that on the server. Like I always do. I always end up making way more points playing on the hardcore server than I do on than I spend. Which is why I felt okay buying those tomes and things where they were on sale. Alright. DDO, you win. Hi, big camera mode. Go to sleep, little DDO. Oh, it's not even gonna close for me.
That's another thing too with those bot accounts is they also get a ton of DDO points.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, I have no complaints of people using bot accounts. When I look at the bot accounts and see that half are taking up the leaderboard, the rest of us, I feel like that's not that it's not fair. It's just it seems like it should be handled in the rules better. It's an exploitive thing in the rules that for people who don't do that, we're at a disadvantage. Which again, I understand. I mean, how many people did you say you guys had to turn down because they wanted to bring in their multiple accounts? There was lots of people. I'm like, yeah, you could bring the account that you're going to play. You know, I said that a lot to people. They're like, hey, do you got room for me and my 3 alts? No. I'd rather have everybody helping, especially because we did everything on Reaper mode.
Right, we were in challenges when we were getting asked to.
Yeah. So, show my pretty haircut. Alright, are we still shit buffed, or do I need to go? Yeah, we got 41 minutes. Fin Fang Foom's going to lose his, but not going back for Fin Fang Foom shit buffs.
They also said there's a negative to it. I mean, if they could do all that work and wind up losing all their tunes, I mean, that's a lot of work to just lose everything.
Well, that's just it. They don't maintain all, you know. Do you really care if, like, your bot account dies and then, or your alt account dies, and then you're like, okay, well, I guess we're just gonna quickly power back up to level 13.
Right, well, you don't care about your alt account, but if your main account goes down.
Right, which is the reason why I think a lot of people didn't, like, in the situations that I was seeing, there was a lot of people who, their main account just basically piked at the beginning.
Oh. I see what you're saying. I guess most of the ones that I've seen were just, they have the bard and then they have a cleric or something, and those are the people that sit at the entrance.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, it gets weird. I would like to see some sort of, if not physical, like actual rule to limit it. I'd like to see something talking about how this is not in the spirit. You know, it has that feel for me like early Elder Dragon Highlander in Magic, right? Where it wasn't in the rules that people should be in X spirit or Y spirit. And it really, for me, it was something that took a lot of fun out of the game. You know, when you're a person who's sitting there and you're like, oh man, this is what they want you to do, is just like screw around and do this kind of nonsense, and then it turns into like race for the 2-card combo. You know, and for me, those are the kind of reasons that I don't play that format anymore. I don't play Magic in that way because it stopped being fun for me very quickly, and that's what I'm afraid of. And I don't want that for the hardcore server, because I like the fact that there's incentivization to make a new character, power level it up, and do something. Charm says, this season I did log into the hardcore server, but for the amount of time I play DDO, it wasn't worth it for me to play on the hardcore. I died when I was level 4. And the fact is mostly for VIPs, it's something where it'd make like another character. See, and that's just it. Like, it's one of those things where I took so many people with me, and I do every time. You know, I have no qualms with people coming along for the ride. So I don't. If you're going to squeeze out every point of favor, it's certainly a longer journey. But if you're just trying to get some of the low-hanging fruit, which I think is part of the thing, is that they need another tier of low-hanging, or tier of fruit for people who struggle to get to a certain point. Some sort of like, which for me, that's where the extra life was really great. I really felt like the extra life made you have that reward. Like, hey, I made it to level 10. Amazing. Or level 8, whatever it was. Level 8. I got a bonus life. Like, that was a good reward, I think, for people that maybe they didn't process it as a reward. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a cranky old man. Let's see, everybody on passive mode, please. Demon Soul City Guard. That seems fun. I like how you flip these two levers and everything goes completely peaceful. Like, oh, we only get paid to fight intruders when the bells are ringing. If the bells are turned off, not our problem. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Look, our connection to the chat server's been reestablished. Look at us go, you guys. Chat server. I actually think I want to go back to the bank here. Do I care? Yeah, I think I care. So I believe I have a level 7 Gold Seal Rogue Hireling. It might be 8. If he's 8, he's probably going to get left. Yeah, the chat server's been acting squirrely. I agree. Oh, anyone happens to be on Sir Lona and needs a large collectibles bag, send me a message. Or a letter or something. Yeah, I bet this guy's 8. Oh, I didn't even see him. Four. Excellent. Even better. Will do. Come with me, little level 4 rogue. I just knew I had one. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Alright, how long do we have? 26 minutes. Let's do these quests slightly out of order. For... Yeah. We'll do this one first. Yay! An anonymous Gister gave Charmed a tier 1 sub. Awesome. Well, thank you, Anonymous. And Charmed, welcome to the USS Fed Halfling. Don't forget, you get 3 votes for the next month, give or take. So when it's time to vote, your vote counts as 3. That could matter. You never know. We were 3 votes away from playing some sort of weird warlock fighter wizard, I don't even know what, barbarian thing. Whatever shenanigans Pip said out loud to Lab was like, ooh, do that.
Barbarian warlock.
Yeah. You just vote in the chat when it's time to vote. So, like, yesterday, we put out a Twitter poll, and you just vote what you want to do. And I tend to do things like I'll just ask people at random, like, what do you want to do? What do you want to see? I'll have kind of unofficial voting, polling like that. Don't forget, everybody who watches gets 1 vote. If you're a Patreon, you get extra votes. If you're a subscriber, you get extra votes, etc., etc. So it's kind of nice. Hey, Carnage Reaper, what are you doing? Feel bad. I hit that dog with a lightning bolt while he was asleep. He was just being a good boy. Anonymous gave Gordal one as well. Man, big perks today. Somebody out there really wants to... Also, you get sweet emotes. Don't forget the emotes. If you're worried about what the emotes are, there's a list of the commands right underneath, as well as if you click the little circle button, it should say Samus Garobo, and you can just click them. Click them right from there. So like, USS Fat Halfling rides again. Rides lots of times. There we go. Somebody gave Voodoo one. I meant to tell Voodoo that he better be using those sweet Samus Garobo emotes. But I didn't make it over to Voodoo's channel yesterday. He came over and raided me, and I didn't get a chance to go over there and bother him. That's right, Selena hype, baby. I know, I need to make one for the hardcore server soon. Get that ready for the next hardcore. Thing is, I kind of wanted to say like doing it hardcore, and I feel like that won't get approved. This doesn't matter. Everyone get in here. Okay, so if you're curious where to stand to like maximize your capabilities of doing things, kind of want to be centrally located on the between the pillars here. It lets you get up to 4 at a time. The nice thing about the rogue hirelings is they honestly don't have to see the trap box to work, but I find it to be easier for me personally. Oh my goodness, somebody else is like... Anonymous is going crazy. Anonymous is gifted Technical 13. Oh, Shu loves having access to all the emotes. Thank you again. Somebody out there is just loving it. Alright, 2 more. There is a way that you can figure out these by doing the various stat score maneuvers, which I did the last couple of times. I think it's pretty sweet. Oh, is this what? Yeah. That's literally what Beef was just talking about, is that you can click those things. I've done that the last couple of times, but I like getting the trap bonus if I have it, and I realized that I had like 30 minutes left on a hireling. So, I'm just gonna do it this way. I heard the door open.
I think I'm on takeoff, so...
Okay.
One.
Yep, have fun. Congratulations. I'll have to get lucky and find like a raid group or something that you're not around for, so I can get ahead.
Alright.
Alright, buddy. You have a good one.
Catch you later.
Yep, bye. Yeah, that's... I don't know how I'm going to figure it out, but I've got to learn a couple of these quests between now and next time. I don't know if I'm going to watch somebody else's video walkthrough, but it seems really awkward if I learn a quest and then do a video walkthrough on it, basically on another person's walkthrough. I don't know if I need to just get someone to teach it to me. I just don't know. Figure it out. At some point. That's fine. Again, we have an army. It's not named Hulk, but it's still okay. We are very much a one-woman wolf pack here. I've never considered taking like mass spells before, like mass bull strength or whatever, but I'm considering it now. Tower of Frost is straightforward, easy to learn. It's just easy to die and bad loot and bad experience. Yeah, there's a lot of like running up and down. You know what I mean? Like, go up here to get this, and then down here to get that, and then up here to get this, and it seems like anyway. So I figured that out. I'd like to have a better handle on the popping quest, acute delirium. I did do that this go round. Okay. With Nim's group, and Nim went and Nim and Dom and Pip, the three of them went and took care of the quest, where they turn into a balloon and fly over there. They all have like various reconstruct shenanigans occurring, so I didn't feel super bad about. Come a little closer, please. You gotta really be up against this wall. Up against this wall, you can find. In roughly this spot, you can find both of these traps at the same time. Oh, we didn't find it this time, though. Lame. Abort your animation. Find the trap. I don't like how they don't seem to want to walk up to where you're standing. I'm sure that's part of the anti-getting stuck in a trap mechanic, which is nice, but when I want you to walk up here and find the trap box, I want you to walk up here and find the trap box. Uh-oh. Gandalf, it's sticky. And we lost our trapper. That might be all she wrote, boys. Think I'm just gonna hit Earthquake and run? It might. I don't know. I think we failed. So I currently don't have a way to smash. If the traps are down, you can't smash the doors. No, I think I failed when I lost the rogue. Like, I could dismiss it and wait 5 minutes and come back in, but I'd rather just redo the quest. Yeah, this quest is over. So I do not have like a firewall wand or whatever. I'll have to go get one. That sucked. You can't smash the doors once the doors are unlocked. It's coded kind of weird in that way. Oh, this time? Oh. Yeah, I like getting the trap bonus. I'm just going to grab a fireball wand. I believe you can still fireball them down even if they're untrapped. I think. I know you can do it with a rune arm, so you probably do it with the fireball. Here to crack skulls, take names. This is a very powerful build. I don't know. It seems kind of weird to me. Like it's fine. It's very rely on mana. Like I certainly can't currently. I might be able to work in like a melee backup situation in the future. But I currently cannot. Screw it. Uh-oh, Ellery down. Ellery's okay to dismiss. He says right before everybody gets slaughtered. Where's the wolf? Come here. Heal up a little bit. Wow. I was not counting on that either. Took a full bar of damage for no reason. I did. I could have hit the... I could have disabled the trap. I don't know. I'm thinking about a million other things and not concentrating on my gameplay. What hit me that last time? Oh no! Fing Fang Foom, wake up. Oh dear Lord. I wanted Fin Fang Foom to go through that, through the trap and pull the lever for me so I didn't have to. Well, the traps are up at least. We can go through this way now. Alright. Disable. Alright, that's disabled. Disable. Sometimes you do the quest the easy way, sometimes the quest does you. That's how I feel about it. Oh my goodness. How we doing on this? 13 minutes? That should be enough time. What quest did we not? Did we not go get the end reward from the very first quest giver? Is that what it was? Are we that kind of special? We are that kind of special. Look at us. Look at us being all kinds of special. Let's see. Also, for future lives, not repairing a wand of fireball. I refuse. Dozens of celebrities' free Instagram pages for a day to protest Facebook inaction. Does Facebook own Instagram? Facebook must own Instagram. If you don't fix it, it might explode. No, we just throw it into the trash. Somebody else's fault. Somebody else's problem. The other gangs. We're gonna see if there's anything else in here. I'm gonna drink this. Zip! 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 Hey, that one didn't die. You were zapped. Zip! Nope. Leave the kobold alone. So we can get the kobold to die, we can loot his chest. Spoken like a true millennial. Somebody else's problem. Ha! Joke's on you! Not a millennial. The few illusionists should let you summon a hireling that's a copy of you. Ooh. Oh, I like that. The Fae. If we can get him to cast an ice storm. Come on. Come on, witch doctor. Ooh-ee, ooh-ah-ah. Oh, did he get got? Alright, he got. Alright, attack mode. I always feel like the kobold caster is the most dangerous of the bunch, which is why I always intimidate him. Or whatever. Bribe him. Take the time to do it because it's 233 experience, which is obviously worth it. And for the low cost of making sure he gets killed, you get an extra chest, which could have sweet stuff in it. You never know. You don't know. You don't know what sweet things could be in that chest. Just so happens there was nothing in this one. But could have been anything. It could have been a level 0 +4 Vorpal longsword of chainsawness. No. You don't know. Could have been anything. Can humans take the call lightning feat? Or, feat? Yeah, feat. Call lightning storm? Can I get a free Call Lightning Storm? Oh, Ellery down. Ellery down, kids. So I'm trying to decide, do I want D-Door? I feel like I want D-Door. Never played a caster? Ah. Oh, that explains your earlier comment about how powerful the build is. Casters are great. The problem with casters is that they're limited by their mana, where a melee is not. I've only played the Barb and the Monk. God knows as much you hate playing the Monk. I like the Monk, actually. I had some of the most fun I've had lately has been on the Monk. Trisork is just great blasting things. It's true. When everything is a hammer, no. When you're nailing everything, it looks like a hammer. No. There's something about nailing everything. This guy awake yet up here? When all you got is a hammer, all you want to do is bang. Something like that. Most of the time you're a Barb. Next life, Alchemist, and Artie, and then after that you're not sure yet. You have a lot of fun with those. Those are some of my favorite. Artie, I feel like, is very versatile and fun. Alchemist, I feel like, is just incredibly powerful. It's just ridiculous. If Alchemist is going to be the new watermark for DDO on power level, whew. I'm not saying it is. I'm saying that if it is, that is an extremely powerful class. Okay, never mind. Guess we're not jumping up here. After playing a pure casting Alchemist, it's really hard to suggest doing anything other than just being a pure casting Alchemist. feel like monks should be able to use bucklers. I feel like there should be a feat for that. I also feel like there should be a feat for monks to be able to use any weapon. Winning! Or an enchantment. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. Whatever they do. Months of training with a great axe. I mean, to do that now, you gotta go through Kensai and a bunch of. I feel like that should just be done. All right, let's see. Got a couple more of these. Ugh. This is so close to good. 3 dodge and 10 chance to knock down enemy who strikes you in melee seems great. But I don't want Featherfall. What are the orbs good for? They're like an excellent offhand type weapon. Kind of like a shield, but not. So, this one, I mostly use it because it's +1 to your spell DCs and 60 extra spell points. And then if you block, it's got what they call the orb bonus on there. So +2 to saving throws as well as acid, cold, electric, fire, sonic resistances while you're blocking, actively blocking with it. It's very strong. Think of them as poor rune arms, but that any caster can use. I'm gonna hear this go boom. Oh, it's 6 already? I need to go make dinner pretty soon. Take my short break, make dinner, and then get a move on. This is not where we're parking our car today, though. Standard rotates tomorrow. I'm ready to give up M20. Alright, so if you hold down Control and then hit F1, it'll take whatever the top option is. So you can like boom through these things. Then what we'll do is we're gonna knock our way through through these really fast, and then we'll probably take a break for, I don't know, an hour, hour and a half, somewhere in that ballpark, and we'll come back for the evening stream. We got a level, which is fine. Kind of a shorter stream. 2.5 hours so far. But, again, it's part of what happens when you... I slept really weird. I warned everyone that this week was going to be weird. I felt it coming. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who's going to be around. I know that if I don't eat, the later I put off eating, the shorter my fasting window is. And yesterday, because I ate so late, I put off my eating window until almost 8. And that was not good. It's part of what kept me up so late, I think, was eating so late. Yeah, hopefully you can turn this on at the very least. Just you know, turn on the screen and turn it up and just do stuff. I'm hoping Remington and I are gonna check out a new game tomorrow. Which will be fun, I think. And then at least a new game for us. Yeah, good. And then I'll probably do like I usually do, take a short break, come back early, see what I can do where, and then take another, like this afternoon break. I kind of like this schedule of like do a couple hours, take a short break, do a couple hours, take a short break, do a longer window. I kind of like that. But I also dislike it because I need to get stuff done on the bus. So I'm trying to figure out how to cram everything into the day. Honestly, I should take a break through my eating window, which is what I used to do. Just when my eating window is 2 to 4. Or sorry, 2 to 6. But I kind of feel like that's a good time to be playing DDO right now because it's a little bit hot. It's a little bit nasty outside. I don't want to be out there then. I really need to be doing more stuff earlier in the day. That's what I need to be doing. Ellery down. Famine Reaper up. There's a lot of champs in this pile, huh? Well, it's just the hurricanes. Like it's not weird. It's not like more weird than any other year. It's just things are coming together quicker, you know, like you don't think about how many hurricanes there's going to be in the middle of September when you're in Kansas usually, and how that affects you. But it does, because they push up fronts from south, and it all gets shoved around. So, like, a lot of us are just thinking about it. But also, there's a lot of people going on about, oh, I can't believe it's X hot in September. I'm like, it's always X hot in September. Oh, man, it's snowing on Halloween. I'm like, I feel like when I was a kid, it snowed in Halloween like every other year. Like, there was 4 years in a row my family didn't buy costumes because the forecast said it was going to be snowy and nasty. So people just wore their coats anyway. So they just bought masks. And it was just snowy and nasty. Like, I remember that from when I was a kid. Snow. When's the last time it snowed for Halloween? I'm like, dude, that used to happen all the time. Still happens sometimes. Most of the time, it's always September. It's hot, from what I remember. Yeah, well, it's hot. It's the end of summer. What? It's fall starts. Did fall actually start? Is it the 23rd? The 22nd. I'm going to take advantage of the fact that we have so many hirelings to pull levers. Somebody get the door open? They did. Teleport. Let's go. Pretty sure I saw a Reaper. Yeah, I did. Joe Famine! Jeez, that was a big hit. I've gotten used to the Warlock having the automatic all the time. Shield spell. So now I'm still kind of like dealing with the fact that I don't have access to it. Definitely a disadvantage of the Druid caster. And to follow my forethought from earlier today, let's just call it earlier today. You know what would be really great on this build? A wizard level. It actually also a cleric level would be sweet too, I think. I'm not 100%. Like if I was building this on the hardcore and I was worried about making sure I don't die and I wanted to be like the one-man army machine, I think I'd be one level of rogue, and then one level of wizard, and then I'd start going up the tree. Going up, so far I can't target the lever. Lame. I started going up to Druid stuff. And I'm not 1,000% sure that it would have to be a wizard. I just think the wizard level will kind of do everything I need it to do. Pick up a feat. Give me access to Magic Missile SLA. Give me access to a cleave for low levels. Like, I feel like it just does a lot of the stuff that I want at the low levels. Just not sure it's needed in the higher levels. Ouch. Ouch. What a beating. Get out of here, Mark of Law. Nobody likes you. Yesterday when I wrapped up, there was a streamer that I don't know if I'd ever seen before. Apparently he plays on Solona. And he was actually running these quests. I don't think he was running them on Reaper. Don't think he was running them on Elite. I should have asked, but I was busy having a side conversation with V-Love that I didn't want to have on air. And I was just like half talking to him or whatever. I keep hearing things from people like on the hardcore server and stuff like that, like, oh, some people don't do X or some people don't do Y. I'm just like, that can't be true. Right? That can't be true. Some people can't get to 1,000, you know, Pip said it today. Some people can't get to 1,000 favor without a death. Like, that can't be right. That can't be true. Starting to reconsider. You also stopped after your first death at level 4. Like, I don't begrudge anybody who's like, I'm going to give this one life and see how far I get. You know what I mean? But, like, had you wanted 1,000 favor, could you have gotten 1,000 favor? Come on. You could have. Even if you had to do quests on hard. Or even normal. Alright, normal would be a little bit difficult. But even if you had to do some quests on hard, you could get to your 1,000 favor. You did everything on normal. Yeah, I mean, that's just it though. Had you turned around and did some of them again on hard. Right, because you can't open on anything above that. But if you turned around and walked some of them up, I think you would have been totally fine. I don't know, maybe I overestimate people's play skill. And were you soloing? Did you have help? You know what I mean? Like, these things are all factors. Yeah, but if your goal was to get to 1,000 favor, getting to 1,000 favor on just normals is, again, doable, but it's not easy. You need to do some hards, I think. Or you're going to end up doing super high level stuff much later. Alright. I think you would have got it if you also had the time. Yeah, well, these are all factors. These are all factors. Okay, so it looks like what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of a break. It looks like Voodoo streaming. I have no idea how many people are watching. Because, again, it's not giving me an accurate number. So I think what I'll probably do is I'll probably just recommend people go check out Voodoo stream while I'm gone. And like I said, I'm going to take like an hour, maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of a break here. Try to come back around 8 at the latest. And we'll kind of see what's going on. I just need to eat while we're still kind of close to that window. I didn't eat today until like 3, so I still have about 40 minutes to stay within the 4 hours. So I need to do that. Gotta stay on staying shrinking. You know what I mean? That's important right now. So, all right, everybody. I'm gonna take it like I said. I'm gonna take that break. Again, thank you very much to our anonymous friend who helped so many people out with the subscriptions. Again, Technical, Gordal, Charmed, everyone, welcome. And welcome to the family. Appreciate it. Wood, we'll see you in a little bit. Hopefully you'll be back when I am back. And you guys have a great afternoon. We'll see you guys in, like I said, a couple hours. Voodoo Spice is streaming. The auto host will kick in. And I hope to see you guys when I get back. Toodles. You're feeling sleepy? That's good. Take a nap. Set an alarm for 90 minutes. And I'll be right back. Alright, everybody.